Okay, we're going to show you how to print from MakerBot, MakerBot Print. You need to download the software, but here's the icon. Double click. Opens up. This is your window that you're going to work in. And so to start, you're going to want to find the file that you wanted to print wherever your part is, and that's you're going to click on File, then Insert File. Sometimes that's going to be in your downloads. That's when you probably download your file. That's probably where it's going to put it, in downloads. So you should click there. I have these saved in a different folder, so I'm going to click on Kill Switch lever. All the ones that have this sort of pyramid looking thing are STL files. Don't forget to, when you do export your file, make it an STL file. That's the kind of file that MakerBot understands. So I'm going to double click and it opens it up. Notice that it is highlighted. See the blue on there? If I click on it, or I clicked outside of it, it's not highlighted anymore. Now I can't do anything to it. In order to do stuff to it, it needs to be highlighted. For example, this is scale. It right now is 100 and it's selected uniform scaling, so all the scales are going to change simultaneously. If I click, or if I just type in this box 200, now it's 200%, just made it twice as big. I could change it to 50 or 25%, whatever I wanted to do. And that could be important because the bigger your model is, the longer it's going to take to print, the more chances there are to make mistakes, and so on and so forth. So smaller is usually better for our 3D printers. Okay, another thing you probably want to know about is Orient, this tool right there. And you can flip the model different ways. Notice if it's outside, the whole thing turns red. Well, that's not going to work. So let's take it back, put it this way, and you can flip it the way, you can play around with that. At the end, always make sure to place the face on the build plate. Sometimes it's actually better to put the small part of it on the build plate because it's easier to get off afterwards, because the part that's actually against the floor is what's stuck to the floor. So eventually you have to peel that off. Anyway, so we're going to say done. Notice this little window down here, MakerBot Replicator. I can add a printer, and you can actually find our printers here from your home by clicking Add a Printer and saying Connect via IP address. You may or may not have heard of the Internet of Things. Of course, we all know that the Internet has websites on it. But even stuff like your thermostat and your air conditioning on, your heater on, and your TV, and maybe I'm trying to think of some other examples. Your lights in your home, some people's lights are connected to the internet. And if they're connected to the internet and you can turn them on and turn them off with a network, then they have an IP address just like a website. And we actually have two, but I'm going to type in one of them. Our printer's IP address is 10.20.0.20. I'm going to hit enter. And it goes looking for that. And it found it. And so you see it says MakerBot Replicator. If you do that at home, you can actually print to our printer here from your home. I'm going to click on that. And now I'm going to say print. Now, there's still another step that I want you to be really pay attention to. It says preparing and estimating print. And now it's going to give you a time estimate. This will take 1 hour and 40 minutes. That's not that big a thing. It's going to take 1 hour and 40 minutes to make. So when you print, you need to look at this. I don't want things being printed that are going to take 1 hour and 40 minutes. Let's say a maximum of 1 hour. If it's going to be more than 1 hour, you need to send me a chat, tell me what the time estimate is, and get approval before starting a print. Once that happens, I could actually hit start print and it will get going. and you can actually look at it working in the camera here. So that's how you do it.